Hi everyone! Welcome to Story Time at the Frisco Public Library. Today we are going to talk about everything super silly, gorgeously goofy, fantastically funny, and wildly wacky. And today we're going to start with our letter. Today's letter makes a sound like la la la. Do you know what letter that is? You're right. It's an L. So let's try practice writing an L in the air with our fingers. You got your finger up, and we're going to draw one line down and then a shorter line across the bottom, like that. Let's try one more time. Start at the top, one line down, and then a shorter line across the bottom. Good job. There are some wonderful words that start with L, and the first one I'm thinking of is a sea creature who lives at the bottom of the ocean and has pinchers. Do you know what that is? You're right, it's a lobster. And I have a joke for you. Why don't lobsters like to share? Because they're shellfish. All right, our next word that starts with L is a very, very fluffy animal with a long neck. You know what that is? You're right. It's a llama. I have another joke. What do you call two llamas next to a bell? Llama, llama, ding dong. One more word that starts with L is a building that has lots of books in it, and it might be the building I'm in right now. Do you know what building that is? You're right. It's a library. I have one more joke. Why do people consider the library to be the tallest building? Because they have so many stories. One of my very favorite silly songs is Down by the Bay. Do you know that one? I bet you do. Can you do it with me? We're going to use our whole hands and our arms to do the movements. You ready? Here we go. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Have you ever seen a bear combing its hair? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Have you ever seen a fly wearing a tie? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. Have you ever seen a llama eating pajamas? Down by the bay. Joey the kangaroo wanted to be just like his mama and boing, boing, boing all over town. But when Joey tried to boing, all that happened was blop. So his friend, Freddie the frog, thought he could teach him his technique. So he said, Joey, watch me. Boing, boing, boing. Joey watched, and so he gave it another try, and he just went blop. So another friend, Gary the grasshopper, thought he could show Joey how to jump. He said, Joey, watch me jump. Boing, boing, boing. Joey watched, and he gave it a try, but instead he just went blop. So lastly, his friend Bob the bunny knew that he was the greatest jumper in all the town. So he said, Joey, watch me jump. Boing, boing, boing. And Joey saw Bob jump, so he tried one more time. But he just went blop. And Kiki the koala had been watching from up high the whole time. And he said, "Hey, Joey, what do you got in your pocket?" So let's see what Joey has in his pocket. A pencil. Let's see. A pom-pom ball. A paper clip. A googly eye. A heart. All right, that's all Joey has in his pocket. So Kiki the koala said, "Try now." What do you think? Is he gonna jump? So Joey, boing, boing, boinged. I have a question for you. What do you do when you get gum stuck in your hair? I bet you've heard that maybe you can try peanut butter or olive oil or just lots and lots of shampoo. Well, we're going to read a book called On Account of the Gum and see what they try to use to get the gum out of this poor kid's hair. On Account of the Gum by Adam Rex. That's the gum right there that you got in your hair. On account of the gum that you got in your hair, your dad said, "Sit still," and your sister said, "Duck," and you sat very still. Still, the scissors got stuck in the gum that you got in your hair. Okay, we went on some websites and all of them swear if you want to get scissors and gum out of hair, you take 2 sticks of butter and smear them along. And, oh, I see. It appears that those websites were wrong. Don't give me that look. Your aunt said she knew how to get the gum out from this tip in a book she was reading about in the paper or something, but she couldn't say where. But the point is, that's why you have grass in your hair. Your grandpa, who said that your aunt was mistaken, is mostly to blame for the noodles and bacon. It's all in this bacony, noodly mass with the scissors, the gum, the hair, sticks of butter, and grass. Your rabbit eats grass. Uh-oh. Because of the grass that you got in your hair, I assumed that your rabbit could help us in there. But your rabbit just sat like it thinks it's a hat. So I thought it'll leave if I bring in the cat. I'm prepared to admit I was wrong about that. Oh, I know what to do. It's a little bit mean, but the cat always gets really scared when I clean. Just watch, she'll run off and hide under the bed if the vacuum comes anywhere close to your head. Oh, wait. No, I am thinking of the old cat. Your aunt just came back and she has a new take. It's cake! She thinks she can fix things with cake. But don't worry, we stopped her and showed her the door. I doubt she'll be coming around anymore. Though the cake that she made you wound up on the floor. Oh, that reminds me, happy birthday! All right, let's get serious. This is the plan. We blow the gum out with a powerful fan. Plus, every few seconds, we'll pop a balloon. And the guy with the bees said he'd get them here soon. Oh, and I hear sirens. The firemen came. They complained when we called, but they came just the same. with their hoses and one of those dogs and a cop and a big pot of chili. They're ready to stop. Get out, please. And there they go. Bloop. Jeez, rude. There goes the gum. So that's the solution. Well, what do you know? Too bad about all the rest of it, though. The rest of the stuff that's still stuck in your hair. Oop! Now your aunt is all stuck up in there. How'd that happen? Anyway, you'd better get to school, because otherwise you're going to miss picture day. On account of the gum. Look at those beautiful pictures. The end. Well, what I learned from that book is that if you get gum stuck in your hair, you should not use butter, noodles, grass, a rabbit, a cat, or a vacuum cleaner. That's a valuable lesson. Well, that's all we have time for today, so we have to sing our goodbye song. And we usually use our goodbye waving hands, but instead, I think we should just do some silly shaking. You ready? Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. It's time to say goodbye to all my friends. It's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink an eye. It's time to say goodbye to all my friends.